about their story. Okay, that's great, but why? You need to give us some examples and say why you think he's right. And we get the evidence or the proof from the story. Right, Liam? Good. Okay, so everyone in their head right now come up with a decision of whose side you're kind of leaning towards. I'll give you 10 seconds, think about it, and then the second time you read the story, if you hear something that sounds like some good proof that will support your side, what we're going to do is we're going to write it down. Okay, so everyone think, and I'm going to pass this out. You don't have to flip the paper over, it's scrap paper for you on the back. Okay, so if you hear something that I say that sounds like, this might be good for me to use later, then just scribble it down, okay? And pass out pencils also. Actually, Seamus, could you give everyone a pencil, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Those. You got them? When Seamus gives you the pencil, what I want everyone to do at the top of their paper to either write wolf or pigs, okay? So that way you see in front of you whose side you're going to be listening for in the story, okay? So when you get your pencil, you're going to say at the very top, wolf or pigs, okay? It's spelled up here for you. This side, Eric. Wolf or pig, right at the top of your paper. I'm going to come around and check. On the blank side. Once everyone writes it down, we're going to do step 3 and we're going to read again. You're writing wolf or pig. So whose side do you believe of the story?
Wolf.
The wolf side? So good, you'll write wolf at the top.
The wolf side?
Yeah. No, you just write wolf, that's fine. What about you, Candy? Wolf or pig? What'd you write down? Elijah? Wolf or pig? Okay. Alright, does everyone have something down? Yep. Other side, Seamus. Wolf or pig at the top, whoever side you believe. Alright, so what you're going to do now, I'm going to read it one last time. And you're going to keep in mind what our question was. Whose side are you on? What do you believe? Okay? If you wrote pig at the top of your paper, then I want you to jot down some things that I might say that supports you believing the pig side. Okay? Raise your hand if you wrote pig. Elijah? Raise your hand if you wrote pig. Okay? Raise your hand if you wrote wolf. So if you wrote wolf, you're going to be listening for some proof or evidence from the book about why you believe the wolf side. Got it? So Liam, are you going to be writing down some notes while I read? Yeah? Seamus, you too? Good. Alright, let's read it one more time. Everybody listen, okay? The true story of the 3 little pigs. This time we're listening for text evidence, right? Okay. Everybody knows the story of the 3 little pigs, or at least they think they do, but I will let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story.
It's be true.
Because nobody has ever heard my side. And who's talking?
The wolf.
The wolf. Janice, you are on it. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know how this big bad wolf thing got started, but it is all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet, but hey, it's not my fault that wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But like I was saying, this whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold and I ran out of sugar. So maybe if you're on the wolf side right now, you should write down that he was making a cake and ran out of sugar. Man. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. neighbor was pig and didn't have sugar. He wasn't too bright either. He built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind would build a house of straw? Another good point. The right house of straw. Yes.
I can't do it.
I'll write it for you. Okay? Maybe, would you mind? Yeah, Miss Deb is going to write it for you, okay? House of straw. So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. I mean, I didn't want to just walk into someone's house, so I called, little pig, are you in? No answer. I was just about to go home with the cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake, and that's when my nose started to itch. Elijah, I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? The whole darn house fell down, and right in the middle of the pile of the straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. It seems like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw, so I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. I was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have my cup of sugar, so I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house of sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house, and no one answered. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? He yelled back, go away, Wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin.